Hello! Silver Greyscale here, getting back to Doom 2016. Broken free from your prison, pitted against evil, the cycle begins anew. To discover the cause of the demonic invasion, first locate and align the communications satellite in the resource operations facility. That's what we're gonna do. And of course we're gonna terminate some demons along the way.
Hello, I am Vega, the sentient intelligence assigned to Mars. After running diagnostics on the Praetor suit, it appears that I can activate optional challenges that, when completed, will assist in upgrading your arsenal at an accelerated pace. I have added a tracking component to your dossier.
So yeah, starting from this level, we will have certain challenges. As you can see, you can range from doing 5 different glory kills on enemies, finding 3 secrets, and killing 2 possessed with 1 shotgun blast. There can be a lot of these, and they're super helpful when it comes to upgrading your character. Well, we got introduced to Vega here. Running the Argent facility takes a lot of power, not just electrical and mechanical power, but computational power. With so many independent systems feeding off a single power source, the UAC decided it would need to create a central mainframe computer to operate not only the flow of Argent energy, but the day-to-day operations of a facility with over 60,000 employees. This megacomputer, the brainchild of Samuel Hayden, head of UAC, would exceed the computational ability of any system before it, and more importantly, would be recognized as the first truly autonomous artificial intelligence entity. They named it Vega. Yeah, might as well start with the glory kills. You're starting to piss me off, buddy. Ow. So, we can see that requires a lot more power to activate. So yeah, it was a good idea that I actually started to LP this, because until until March, we got challenge completed, and we can now upgrade this. So I think we're gonna have the speed of recovery. But yeah, as I was saying, starting from now and until March 2nd, this game, alongside the rest of the Doom series, is on sale on Steam. So you can get this for like €6 or $6 now.
I believe in honesty,
which is super damn helpful.
especially now, in what will be your final moments in this world. All the rumors, the human sacrifices, the hell portal, the demons. It's all true. My sisters and brothers, be thankful. You will be the first. You will have a seat alongside them, just as I will, in what will become the new world that they create for us. Starting now.
Yeah, she's kind of sort of lost it. We can finally open the door here. I hear the Gospel of War's demons. Yeah, they seem to be all here.
My sisters and brothers, be thankful. You will be the first.
So
You will have a seat
let's
alongside them, just as I will.
Well, I was trying to set up the 2 for a challenge, but no. Oh, don't think I don't see you, buddy. There we go. And there we go. Keep punching them and get health. Grab that imp. So, melee in the old Doom games had their own dedicated button for it. Well, basically in Doom 1 and 2 you had brass knuckles, in Doom 3 you had fisticuffs. In here, every weapon essentially has a melee option. But there is a way more powerful melee option that we will get to see shortly. This is a new enemy. This is the Possessed Engineer. His shtick is that he is pretty much going to blow up, and you have to make sure that he doesn't. Here we go. Not max health, hopefully. Still, that's what I meant. Monsters, we have the Possessed Engineer here. During a Lazarus Wave event, victims undergo dramatic changes to their physiology, both internally and externally. Aside from fundamentally changing the composition of their internal organs, the high intensity plasma wave is strong enough to fuse metal and skin. In many cases, personal items such as watches and jewelry can burn through the skin and become permanently embedded in the victim. Perhaps the most unfortunate victims of this fusing event are any subjects that happen to be working with Asteline tanks or wielding equipment, as this equipment is often attached to the body to allow for mobile work in low-gravity environments. The Lazarus Wave will create a demonetized human with a highly combustible explosive device embedded in the skin. As with all possessed creatures, they are mindless and driven through some sort of telepathic communication from an unknown demon overseer. Additional care must be taken while confronting a Possessed Engineer. If the fuel tank is punctured and it doesn't explode, the weakened container can turn the Possessed Engineer into an explosive projectile, as this is a danger to any nearby, both human and demon. Resource Operations. The Resource Operations Center, referred to as ResOps, was one of the first facilities constructed at the Mars base after the discovery of the Argent Fracture. It encompasses several key areas needed to run the facility, including plasma extraction and processing, isotope stabilization, heavy metal and ore mining, artifact analysis, communications networking, and off-world transportation. New UAC employees posted to the Mars facility are expected to fulfill a tour of duty in ResOps before moving on under specialized career bracket. Security clearance level 1 allows access to all areas of ResOps, excluding the Vega networking hubs and some satellite control centers. For access to these locations, new advocates must submit a Delta Q Delta form to the Departmental Enforcer. And in that vision, they saw a future, bold and powerful. And the many worked as one who bring in the new order. What better words to inspire you to set about initiating yourself into the UAC? Those who came before you, those who served those who serve with all operate on, with the same goal in mind: the development of a new dawn for mankind. It is by this principle of teamwork that we will elevate ourselves to a new plane of existence. If you have any new suggestions to improve the work environment while working your tenure in ResOps, please submit suggestion form WAD E1M4 to your command controller. However, it is imperative that you learn to accept the things you can't change and follow the path that has been laid out to you. Your service in ResOps will test your devotion to the cause. Should you ask to submit yourself to an interrogation program or experimental treatment, you're expected to comply without question. If a fellow advocate asks you to engage in a dedication ceremony, say yes. If you see an advocate doubting their role at the UAC, bring it to attention to the enforcer so that they might receive the help they need. Don't be selfish. Tier 2 is for everyone. I just want to point out that WAD E1M4 command control is a reference to the original Doom game, where not only was the games released on WADs, which were small, easy to share game files called WADs, which was an acronym for Where's All the Data, and E1M4 Episode 1 Mission 4 was called Command Control. So I have to say that is some really, really cool. That's a really, really cool nod to classic Doom. So yeah, just to point out, the 2 for challenge works well using the explosive bolt as well. So if you can't quite land the regular shotgun blast, try landing the and I died right next to health. I died. But yeah, try landing an explosive bolt around those enemies in that case. Might as well take this so that recharging the gun takes less time. So yeah, here is definitely where the game starts to get rough, where not being careful enough will get you killed. So, gotta be careful. There we go. Yeah, that imp just really wanted to get in on the fun. Alright. I hear imps just everywhere right now. They aren't... I thought they were imps and they were possessed soldiers. They sound the same.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
There we go. With the lockdown disengaged, we can go through. That was stupid. Thought we could actually find something down there. Luckily we were given a checkpoint, so don't have to deal with those demons again. So yeah, I mentioned that we would get a new melee option shortly. Here it is. This is a pretty classic Doom weapon, the chainsaw. However, it's a tad different from how it used to be. This is a specialized melee weapon accessed by pressing G. Using the chainsaw requires fuel. The bigger the demon, the more you will need. We have 3 bars down there, that is how much fuel we have. Meaning that if an enemy requires more than 3 jugs of fuel, we will not be able to do much with that. Start with a database. We have health stations. The USA Health Station allows the same standard design specialization as its predecessor, the Health Pack, but with improved nanobot dispersal and faster cellular analysis. When the patient's arm is inserted into the administration sleeve, the health station initiates a microscopic atomic force scan on the subject and administers a nanobot package that targets cellular deficiencies. Chem clusters are then dosed into the patients, which stimulates rapid recovery. Some users experience lightheadedness when using the health station, the stealth patient. This can be cured by reinserting the patient's arm into the machine and running it a second time. This step can be repeated as often as necessary, except it can't. You can't use it if you're at full health. The chainsaw. There's been reports that this item is being being seen at the Argent facility, though there is no known use for it. Security personnel have been made aware of this item. This item has likely been smuggled onto Mars, and have been directed to confiscate it immediately, as there's no practical uses for it. It must be assumed that this item should be considered a black market enthusiast's weapon. Especially, well, except that it is not without its uses. Not now, anyway. Hey, we have a test subject. Killing an enemy with the chainsaw will always drop ammo. So the chainsaw is really good to have if you have a lot of weapons and, well, you're fresh out of ammo and have to resort to your pistol. Just whip out the chainsaw and you should be golden. So, Jesus Christ. You can press that.
Yellow security clearance required.
So yeah, the yellow security clearance is required, meaning that we can't do anything except, well, finding the yellow key card. But there's one thing we can do. We're just gonna have to wait for that thing so we don't get crushed. We can slip in here to get a tank for our chainsaw. And we can slip onto this thing. Get some armor. Some shotgun shells. Oh god! I did not see that until it was way too late. Oops. Oops. Well, we have to deal with these guys again. Oh my god, you just had to blow him up as I was gonna kick him into these bastards. I don't think I've actually seen that one. That was a cool one. There we go, getting some well-needed ammunition. Yeah, it will only spew out an ammunition, it won't spew out health, so Don't think using a chainsaw is going to help you if you have low health. The only thing helping you if you have low health is to kill opponents or stagger them and do a glory kill. Because the chainsaw kill doesn't count as a glory kill, oddly enough. So let's nab this one real quick and then get stuck. Ah! Get stuck and die. That's what we're gonna do. Ah, Jesus fucking Christ. Ah, God. And we need to go through this again. I'm just gonna cut ahead, so see you guys in just a moment. Okay, there we go. Now we can actually get in here. Just gonna have to wait for this thing to go down. There we go. And down here we have some very unfortunately placed possessed. Just whip through him.
Access denied. Yellow security limits.
We can't get in there because we need the yellow key card. However, we can go in here. Yeah, try blocking a chainsaw with your hands. I don't care if you're demonically possessed, that is not going to help you. So we have another gore nest here. I figure we're just gonna clear out this place from possessed and things off. Clear out the gore nest next time. Because I have a feeling we're gonna need to reset the recording stream. Especially since we know that messing with that thing is going to bring in a lot of demons. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Next time we're clearing out this gore nest and seeing if we can find the yellow key card and getting further in Resops. So, until then, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you're enjoying this series so far, and I hope to see you all next time. So, until then, fairly well.